And that's why they went there that, okay, what's going on? There is somebody defrauding people online. There's somebody swindling people out of their hard-earned money. Yes, even though they are fools too. But somebody's there, still perpetrating this crime. Are you guys involved in this in any way whatsoever? And they had to come clean. Being the professional they are, I mean the Nigerian police. Now, these are the things we have with us. And we thought, oh, if we can get Omomi to make a statement regarding this. Because don't forget, the police, they are saddled with the responsibility to investigate. And when petitions like this come in, they have to put on their professional cap of investigating the petition. And one way or the shortest way of doing that is to get statement from everybody involved. Even in abroad. If somebody lays a complaint to the police about you, of course the police will want to hear from you. They can, whatever evidence they have, they cannot go off on their evidence. They want to hear your own side of the story too. And that's when the lawyer asks, so where is the invitation letter? Oh yeah, we couldn't reach her, we don't know her. Okay, but you know me, I'm a public figure, I'm an activist. Yes, he's an activist, unlike the cashivist, Yomi Fabi. Now, okay, yes, even if you cannot still reach me, and you need something from this person, the law has given you the power to declare that person wanted, so that they can come in and talk to you, if you feel you are unable to invite them over for something. The same reason the commissioner of police in Lagos State declared Showore wanted. Because yes, they couldn't get through to him to answer some questions bordering around whatever investigation they are doing currently. So of course, if they declare you wanted, there's no way you will say, oh, you didn't hear, you didn't see this one. If you now still avoid them, then you now have a case to answer. So that was what the lawyer put to them. That why did you now not declare wanted if you truly want her for something? And they said, oh, it hasn't gotten to that. Also, we don't want any bashing online. To show you the kind of support. And not just because people support her, because she's innocent. Because she's innocent. Because she's innocent. Because she's innocent. Media, palaver, and all that. And the lawyer, knowing his job, knowing procedures, unlike Yomi Fabi, he will cut corner at every opportunity he gets. Now, okay, if you want this done, that is fine. I can get my clients here for you to speak with her. But we need an invitation letter to do that. Otherwise, whatever she says, whatever you hear, it will be baseless. You cannot use it for anything. It will be trampling upon her rights. And that's why they quickly made up that invitation letter, as you can see the date there. Unlike the news, the noise, the rumors, the misinformation, the half-truth we've been hearing all along. Oh, Wunmi is wanted. Wunmi has been declared wanted. Wunmi is being tracked. Wunmi will be detained. Wunmi will be do this. Wunmi will do that. All like that. And when the invitation was extended to the lawyer, not even to Wunmi, that okay, your client, we need to interview your client, or you need to interview, if you read the letter, now you need to come and interview the commissioner of police. Meaning you need to come and ask him what the issue is. Why we want to talk to your clients regarding this issue. And to explain that, the issues there, you have murder, theft, I don't know what else is on that invitation letter again. And like I said, you have multiple people sending in petitions to these people. Otherwise, if it was a case of justice for Mohbad, what killed Mohbad, would the invitation not state that directly? What has theft got to do with what killed Mohbad? Yomi Fabi? If the issue that was in the Abuja police station was about what Pied Mohbad, you wouldn't have anything like theft on that letter of invitation, because they're investigating multiple petitions. Some of them wrote about, Wumi did this one, Wumi stole somebody's phone, Wumi shaking different petitions. That's why you have that on that letter of invitation to the lawyer. If the Mohbad's case were to be reopened and reinvestigated, it would have been stated on that letter. I know only the wise will be able to comprehend this. The fools on Papariano's side, on Yomi Fabiyi's side, this might be too much for them to understand. So what I'm saying is that there is no reinvestigation. There is no reopening of any case bordering around what happened or what killed Mohbad. The case that was being investigated in Abuja, they were the petitions written by all these fraudulent, faceless people, hiding under different NGOs, hiding under different lawyers, wanting to make their daily income. These are the petitions the police in Abuja were investigating. That they had, that Yomi had to pay some of the unscrupulous ones there. Pay them some money to abduct some people. The same thing the Arifa, the criminal, also did. So that was what was being investigated, and Omohumi tackled that one head on and quashed it right away. Because ask yourself the question, if Omohumi was being wanted, as Yomi made us to believe, or made them to believe, would she have strolled into the police station in Abuja, the first CID for that matter, and walked out gracefully without breaking any sweat? Would that have happened? No. If there's any case of reinvestigation or reopening of the case of what Pied Mohbad, would Damola, would spending, would they have been granted bail? Would they have been allowed to go back to Lagos strolling, moving up, going about their normal business? No. If there was a presidency directive or a national security issue is what is being cited by the government against Nnamdi Kanu, and that's why he's still in jail up to now. So Yomi is now making you to believe that this case is a national security threat, and the people he has pointed figure at, are you saying they will be walking free? Why something that might actually threaten the national security, or somebody that might actually threaten it, in Nnamdi Kanu is in jail, and these other ones will be walking free? Forget the spite. Forget, you want to make name, you want to validate yourself on social media. Can you sit down for a minute and just think that how can all these things be possible? Try and see if you can reconcile your misstatement with his action, with what happened. Who would you trust? Somebody who cannot even afford a breakfast without coming to social media, or a seasoned lawyer, an actual human rights activist, a public figure, actual public figure, in Barrister Kabiru Akingbolu, who is running a chamber, who has a business he's running, who is an upstanding member of the community. Whose word will you trust if you are sane? If you still have your thinking faculty intact, who would you trust? Barrister KB Akingbolu or former actor, disgraced actor, or failed actor Yomi Fabiyi? Because I don't know why somebody who has their integrity intact would come and tell you something, and you will still want to listen to an infertile radical like Yomi Fabiyi and still think, oh, maybe there can be any truth in what they are saying. As it stands, Yomi is a fugitive. I'm breaking it to you. Yomi Fabiyi is a fugitive. He said it himself that he was invited to Zone 2 and he ran away. Who is a fugitive? Anybody running from the law. Anybody running from the law is a fugitive. And that is what Yomi Fabiyi is as it stands now. If he wants to dispute that, come back to Nigeria and answer the different, and come and attend to the different cases in front of you. I understand you're being invited in Alagbon FCID. You're wanted in Abuja FCID. You are wanted at Zone 2. Wanted at Ikeja. Wanted at Bansi. Why are you running? Why are you running? Yomi Fabiyi, why are you running? You call yourself an activist, and when it comes to the time to actually show what an activist is made of, you run away. It shows that all you are investing for is for the money, for the cheap attention, and maybe who knows, that's Lebara or success. You're there complaining about, oh, they abandoned you over, they didn't serve you. How can you complain of non-service of process when you are already commenting on that particular issue online? Tell me, which judge can you go in front and say, they didn't serve me this thing properly, that's why I'm not going to obey it, when you're already commenting or talking about that particular issue? It means you are aware. The purpose of serving you is to make you aware. So if you're already talking about the issue, it means you're aware. So which judge will you go to say, I am not aware, they didn't serve me, when we have online videos of you talking about it? It is not just your illiteracy that baffles me. It is together with, I think you have some element of, a whole lot of element of stupidity joined with your illiteracy, your greed for money, your lack of decency, your lack of culture. So, what has been established from the Abuja adventure is that they are not investigating the case of Mohbad's death. That has been investigated by the coroner's inquest. A decision, a judgment, a ruling has been passed. And the people indicted in that advice, in that judgment, in that ruling, they have been arraigned before a court of competent jurisdiction. And that is that about that. Another thing that has been established from this Abuja adventure is that there is no presidency. In fact, there is no higher hierarchy in the government involved in any of this. I'm not saying no, they don't have friends somewhere in the police where they can just send in their petition and it gets stamped. If you have access to submit a letter to the office of the president today, of course there will be a stamp on your letter that it was received. Well, they are not going to read it. You just, once you bring in your letter, you put whatever, you put it in the envelope, you put the acknowledgement copy, you staple it outside. They detach that, they stamp it for you, and you go your way. Does that mean you have friends in the presidency or you know everybody in the presidency? And even if it's the police, does that mean you know IG or you know this? No. And that's the question we'll be asking. Where's the letter? It's only when they now read your letter, your petition, and they now mean it on it. That, oh, yes, we are now aware of this. Oh, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We will investigate it. We will do this. We will do that. That's when you have actually gotten the attention. So, no presidency was involved in this. And whatever was going on in that Abuja, the presence of Omomi and a lawyer has brought that to an end. So as many that still wants to contribute their money. So whoever still wants to waste their money on this scallywag, on this charlatan, on this infertile radical, Yomi Fabiyi, they can go ahead and waste their money on it. That is their own cup of tea. For the ones that still have their brains intact, it is a time for you to pack your bags, count your losses, go into the quiet of your room and cry there. Ask God for forgiveness. If God is willing, He might forgive you. Otherwise, that'll be your burden for the rest of your life. Eshio.
Mr. Pythagoras, is it now safe to say that because Yomi have an idea that there is all this petition going on in Abuja for Omomi to answer, that is why he chose to use that route to scam people?
He is part of the problem. See, what they did is circumventing the system. Usually, if you have an issue with somebody or policy or organizations, you write petition. If he has to do, maybe you feel there's a criminal or a crime element in your complaint, you write a petition. You petition the police, whether the CP, the IG, the IG, or whoever is in authority. You petition them. So because they know you wish Yomi Fabiyi to petition against a case that has been closed or anything, what they now did in their own twisted, clever mind is to now populate or to bombard the police force with different types of petition. Yomi Fabiyi alone, at least, what they saw nothing less than 20 petitions coming from Yomi Fabiyi and Break the Silence Foundation, signed by different signature, so that it looks like, oh, it's different people that are complaining. Oh, this thing is like becoming a public issue. Oh, this thing is like something else. And you still have the other stupid underground people also.
Yeah.
What's his name?
False. I said creating false national security threats.
Yeah. So that's what they wanted to do. circumvent the system, create that heightened sense of, oh, there's maybe there might be security breach or people are not happy about something and things like that. And that's why the police hierarchy decided that, you know what, let's just look at this issue once and for all. Let's gather this petition together. Since these people's name are the common factors in all this petition, we need to speak to them, speak with them and see what's going on. And that's why they wanted me to give a statement. And she gave that and was able to successfully end their enterprise in Abuja.
Yummy, a could do my bondle. A could do.
So the sweet thing is, we love to give you guys good news, and where I was expecting Mr. Pythagoras to go, he may not padà dé yẹn, but then on ra gbọ́n dídì má fún tébù yẹn tán, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣáà máa wo bí múfì yẹn ṣe ń lọ. Kò tí tán sí. That's the cocoa. But then we move. Abuja said,
Next bus stop.
Next bus stop. Nígbà tó gbọ́ pati sọ ló bọ́ta ojú ọba ń lé ojú ọba lóko ni àbáwá kọ́ ló fẹ́ bàbá ṣeré báwo la ṣe mọ̀ kó ti wọlé sílẹ̀.
Wọ́n sì máa gbẹ̀yìn àti Mr. Pythagoras lórí bí ó kọ́.
Tó ló wà federal ní ìwọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni yẹn ó sì máa ṣẹ̀ wọ́n.
Wọ́n ní pé ẹ̀ obstruction.
Ó sì máa ṣẹ̀ wọ́n.
Lọ́rọ̀ mo ṣá Ọmọ́wùnmí be compromising them from one state to another. Now, the next thing you'll be crying is international compromise.
So new kilo classic video ni o we wa jẹ ni. Orúkọ tuntun classic video.
Mi láìkẹ́ o. Orúkọ tí mo kàn fẹ́ràn fi máa pe bébì wa nínú ilé ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí bẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ síta báyìí.
Wọ́n ti rí ilé ìbẹ̀ jẹ́ ká gbé síta classic video.
Wọ́n sáré sanwó orúkọ.
Ó yẹ sanwó orúkọ tuntun ta fọ́mọ yín ẹ sanwó orúkọ tuntun.
Ẹ sanwó orúkọ.
Orúkọ ta ní pọ̀ nìyẹn classic video. Kò pọ̀ létí kẹ̀. Kò pọ̀ létí.
Ọ̀rọ̀ náà tí wọ́n fún mi ṣe ń bẹ̀ yẹn.
I'm telling you.
And I shall give you a new name.
I wish everything can be broken down, but ẹ má worry. Ẹ jẹ́ kó ara park ẹ̀ báyìí. But láti ní lọ classic video lọ́wọ́.
Orí a tún ti fún àwọn ọ̀tá Ọmọ́wùmí wá.
Fẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ bèrè nǹkan.
Sorry o.
Mr. Pythagoras, ṣé ìgbà tí for the fact pé Yomi ò sí bẹ́ẹ̀, bọ̀ ṣé kàtọ́ débẹ̀ ṣé àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà Kàdúrù wọn rí àwọn petition yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí Yomi sọ pé òun kọ síbẹ̀ pé wọ́n máa gbé yín wálé.
Ṣé kò yẹ kó kúkú kó ti wá bọ́ ṣe máa catapult
Kò lè competition mi síbẹ̀ yẹn ó mọ ibi tó máa kọ́ sí. ọmọ bí tó máa petition
wọn ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ kọ́ bá dá Amẹ́ríkà ló máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kọ́ àti ti sister Temi.
mi ò ṣáà láì
ní Amẹ́ríkà ò jìnnà sí Canada.
sister Temi ló ń wá bọ̀ tó ó fẹ́ gba Amẹ́ríkà wọlé ni.
mi láìkẹ́ o so
ọ̀dọ̀ Trump.
wọ́n ní wọ́n
Lẹ́fẹ̀ wá bùsì mi, ó ti wò mí látòkè délẹ̀. Ó fẹ́ wá bùsì mi.
láìkẹ́ o kí ni pálapàla tí ọ̀gbìn fẹ́ máa ṣe so àwa
Ìtì kékeré sẹ́. Mo lọ́ fún ṣe kó lọ́ tún wà yìí.
á lóun competition fún Pythagoras. Yomi ṣáàdì mi sínú petition.
Ga British ló sọ kankan. Bóyá yìí
Nígbà mi ti ẹ̀ béèrè gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní UK orúkọ wọn lọ́wọ́ mi. Ó sáré bá mi kó yín pẹ̀lú tipa.
Mr. Pytha ẹjọ́ tí Yomi bá sì súnmọ́ yín ẹjọ́ bá mi fi ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì kan ránṣẹ́ sí o.
ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ọkọ̀ ní ìfẹ́
Kó lè pa
Mr. Pytha ẹ wo tó ṣe fún ẹnìkan o. Wọ́n láwa ni Yomi máa padà lọ display.
ó fẹ́ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n àgbáyé nìyẹn.
Wọ́n ní kí Yomi wá l'Abuja kò yọjú o. Ó ní wọ́n pòun lálágbọ̀n ó náà invite òun kò yọjú o. Ó ní wọ́n sọ pé ọmọ mi lọ pòun lẹ́jọ́ ní zone 2 kò yọjú o. Ó jẹ́ kálẹ̀. Ó rí mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn ó ṣe lójú ṣàràṣàrà pé kí lélẹ̀ ibi lẹ fẹ́ gbà yọ sí mi. Ẹ fẹ́ kí n ṣẹ̀ sí orí TikTok. Kí ló mú mi tí mo pariwo jáde ń jẹta pé orí fọ́ mi, this one pay me because ibẹ̀ yẹn ló bá parí ìrìn àjò ẹ̀ sí Ọlọ́run. Bàbá wọ̀ rí. Ó gbọ́ tí Barrister Kabir ti sọ fún ẹ pé bí kinní kan sá lógún ọdún wọ́n lẹ́ran ògùn náà ìbá lọ yẹn sọ. Àwa wálé ó dùn máa bọ̀ lé. Ẹni kí Ìyábọ̀ máa bọ̀ lé ó wálé gbogbo yín túká lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ká kùlù fún yín.
Báwo lọmọwùmí tó ní almost 40 petitions ó wọ bẹ̀yẹn ó crush wọn down. Ìwọ Yomi tó petition mélòó náà tí ikọ̀ tó ti ń sá.
Tó ti sá lọ ẹgbàá mi. Fáàsì ẹgbàá mi. What would you do with that?
Àbí ìwọ dẹ̀ ló máa lẹ́nu fa the president ìwọ nìkan ni president wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ìwọ nìkan ló mọ Ṣèyí Tinubu ìwọ ló mọ everybody ìwọ ló mọ ó dẹ̀ ń sá.
Wọ́n sọ kọ́kọ́ mi mọ̀ ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ṣá.
Ó ń gbọ́ yín.
Mi mọ̀ bóyá da British mo sọ fún àbí bísítẹ̀. Ṣé rí wọ́n ní àwọn èèyàn kan kì í mọ̀ wọ́n máa ń súnyàn wọ́n máa ń léyàn débi ire wọ́n máa ń súnyàn débi àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ pé èèyàn kan ò mọ̀ ilé ayé hàn pé òun lè débẹ̀ yẹn. Gbogbo nǹkan tí olórí burúkú tó lóun àti gbogbo àwọn tó kù àtàwọn olórí burúkú tó wà nílùú òyìnbó tí wọn ò ní kọ̀ọ̀kan tó yẹ kó gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn máa rà lábẹ́ wọn ni gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá tẹ wà nílùú òyìnbó tẹ dáwó sínú petition tẹ ń forí gbára tẹ ń kórè pọ̀ tẹ ń sọ pé bí ilé ayé àwọn ọmọ yìí ṣe máa rí nù tí ẹ ń competition lóríṣiríṣi tẹ ń sọ nǹkan tí ọmọ yín ò ṣe tẹ ń sọ pé wọ́n ṣe máa parọ́ irúrọ́ tẹ ń pamọ́ nínú ìgbà wọ́n ṣe máa parọ́ ẹ̀ máa ń ṣe wọn pé èyí tẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹ̀ ń ṣe lábẹ́rẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run báyìí ó ń fi ẹ̀sìn yín báyìí ó ń gbé yín sí gbangba ni bí àwọn ọmọ yín bó ṣe máa ṣe sí àgbà yìí kò lè rí ṣẹ́ wá rí ètò ìṣe yìí ṣẹ́ wá rí ẹ̀sìn bí ọmọ mi bá débi kan kò lẹ́bọ lẹ́rù kò ní kankan tó lè kò jẹ́ gbì ọmọ mi ò jẹ́ gbì.
ẹjẹ ń tún fún yín ní ẹyọ kan.
Ẹ tún sáré sọ kí n tó kù sí tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí.
Àwọn Yomi Fabiyi kó bíi 20 petition ó kó lọ síbẹ̀ with the other people's petition náà and nígbà tó kó gbọ́ ẹ̀ sí wa and meanwhile Yomi Fabiyi you came late to the party harmonization tó ń pariwo harmonize and prosecute wọ́n ti harmonize gbogbo petition yìí papọ̀ wọ́n ti kẹ́rìtì sójú kan náà wọ́n ti kó lọ́mọ́wùmí lọ́wọ́ ó dẹ̀ ti kó àṣì gbogbo ẹ̀. In fact, they were telling Omomi to respond to Yomi Fabiyi and his NGO's petition. Nínú gbogbo petition tó kú lé lọ́wọ́, Omomi yẹn lásán. In Koto, any classic widow, no. Yomi Fabi doesn't deserve attention. That in fact she would rather respond to any other petition by anybody. She doesn't care how low that person is. But for Yomi Fabi's petition, she's not going to say a thing. Whatever the police wants to do with it, they can go ahead and do it with it.
Yomi pẹ̀lẹ́ o. Ilé galálẹ̀ yìí. Pẹ̀lẹ́ Yomi. Bàbá Kúrédé olè.
Ọlọ́run ò lè sùn lálẹ́. Ọlọ́run ò lè sùn.
Owó tó ń gbà náà ò lè pààrọ̀ ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì. Nǹkan tó gbé sọ́run. Ṣé rí bá àwọn àlùbáyé
Ọmọ mi is ordained to be great in life. She's ordained to make changes. She's ordained to be great. Greatness ẹ̀yẹ o máa débẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ̀ ojú gbogbo yìí ló máa ṣe. Ẹ máa wọ̀nà bọ̀. Gbogbo tí wèrè yín tí ẹ lè dé. Ọdún mi á débẹ̀ á yan. Ṣorí presidency tí wọ́n yìí ń jẹ tó ti débẹ̀ tó ń pa orí burúkú pé ṣe ní Tinubu pè é. Nígbà tó fẹ́ ṣe Ramadan kìíní, ó forúkọ ẹ̀ sí wípé kọ́ bá wọn pè é wípé kó join wọn ò pè é sí ọgá àwọn lọ́bẹ̀ ni. Ọmọ mi á wọbẹ̀ á lọ á jáde láìsí nǹkan kan. Èyí tẹ̀ tí ìmọ̀ nǹkan tẹ̀sẹ̀ pé ẹ ṣépè fún kò sí nǹkan tẹ̀ ṣe fún ẹ wá lọ́lọ́run ní gbé ẹ máa kú dẹkùn ni.
In case you didn't hear me again, Omoumi only responded to every other petition that was written against her, except the ones written by Yomi Fabiyi and his fraudulent NGO, because Omoumi don't have the time to respond to failed actors, former actors, cashivists, and infantile radicals. She said it purposefully and directly that she will not respond to anything said or written by Yomi Fabiyi, that the police can make whatever they want to make out of it, that they can see it already that it's nothing but a tantrum by somebody who is craving for attention, and she refused to attend to all his petitions.
Ló ṣiṣẹ́ kó ló lọ fún lálẹ́ báyìí. Irọ́ mi kò lè tí kò báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ gbogbo fún mi ìfẹ́ nǹkan tẹ̀ ẹ̀ sọ nígbà tó ti lè fi ta la fẹ́ yọ ẹ̀pọ̀n ta fẹ́ ra roborobo nígbà tó bá lọ kó lálẹ́ kò lè tí ì lò.
Ayé Yomi bàjẹ́ porogodo papòpá. Dàgòdà bàbá Kóredé mẹ́tọ́ mi.
Ṣèbó oníṣègùn kò sí kinní kan ó ní ṣèbó òun lòun dárúkọ ẹ̀ yóò ló tún lọ korúkọ òun sínú pépà ṣé wọ́n lè dárúkọ ẹ̀ bó ṣe dárúkọ ẹ̀ mọ́ láti àná tó ti gbọ́ pọ̀ ti wà lábùjá ṣé wọ́n lè dárúkọ ẹ̀ mọ́ you could not Yomi you couldn't mention her name like you used to.
Ẹ bá mi gba kádàrá mi padà. Very foolish kádàrá. Yomi, tí ẹ bàjẹ́ porogo. Ó yẹ kó ti wà lọ́ọ̀kan. Kó rárá máa wò kiri. Kó máa ṣe báńbí aláì in another format. Ṣùgbọ́n aráyé ẹ̀ báyìí. You don cast. You don cast. Yomi, ó ti
ẹ gbàdúrà kan ẹni November la wà yá bí November 18 ẹ gbàdúrà pé nígbà tí ẹlẹ́yà papa shit tó bá máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ìkànnì torí gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí platform papa shit tó yìí máa gbé ṣépè lágbára Ọlọ́run ló máa gbé ṣépè.
Ó ti tán ọ̀rẹ́dì láti àwọn èèyàn tó ń ṣépè fún ọ̀rẹ́dì. Contract tó ń pariwo you and your sponsors you and your supporters ó máa ń tó ń bá wí náà.
Ọmọ ọlọ́dẹ ẹ̀ tí mo tí ó ṣe sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀ tí mo rí i pé ìgbà tí ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ bá máa yọ kó tètè wá before December 21st torí mi fẹ́ kí rádàrá dẹ̀ kó bá mi wọ next year.
ṣé mo pé Papa Shit ń gbèsè èèyàn mi sìn ó ń jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn máa dáwọ́ fún based on nítorí òun nítorí àwọn wèrè tó bìlíìfù nínú òun ó wá fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn máa dáwọ́ fún nítorí ẹ̀ ṣé mo pé kò ṣe pé àwọn yẹn dìídì pé òkè Yomi òkè nìkan náà dé náà Yomi fans wọn dáwọ́ fún Yomi but nítorí àwọn torí títí ẹ̀ gangan ó wá jẹ́ kó máa dáwọ́ fún Yomi ní pé torí ẹ̀ òun ṣe wọn pé Yomi ògùn títí ẹ̀ kò mọ̀ pé Papa Shit ń fòun jàjà tiẹ̀ ni tẹ bá mọ nǹkan kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́nu mi mọ̀ bóyá ẹ wọ̀ ọ̀chẹ́ nígbà tí wọ́n ń play voice lawyer Kabiru lọ́dọ̀ Papa Shit whatever Yomi was saying after that Papa Shit ò fi kò dá lóhùn mọ́
kò tẹ̀ concentrate
he was now looking at something yes I don't know what he was looking at ṣé mo pé kán tó play ohun yẹn he was like yes let's give Yomi let's do presidential let's ṣe kíníkan but nígbà tó ti gbọ́ àwọn tó ti gbọ́ àwọn olórí burúkú làwọn yẹn náà ayé àwọn yẹn náà ti bàjẹ́ o nítorí olóṣì wọn àgbàlagbà náà ni wọn kò sọmọ kékeré kò sáròbó nínú wọn o tí wọn mú ó tọrọ o bí wọn dẹ̀ mú tọrọ tí làákàyè wọn sọ fún wọn pé kọ́ ní sùúrù kọ́fọ́ lò ìwé ọ̀rọ̀ inú bíbélì pé báwo lọ ṣe máa ń sọ kí ni ẹ wá òtítọ́ ohun dájúdájú kí wọn tó ṣe kiri kan ayé wọn náà ti bàjẹ́ o ayé wọn náà lè látúnṣe mọ́ o ṣẹ́wárí pẹ̀lú orí burúkú tó ti débẹ̀ wọn pẹ̀lẹ́lẹ́dà wọn tí ò sọ àjọ ọ̀pìn bírákẹ́kẹ́ kan náà ni gbogbo wọn bọ̀ tí Papa Shit máa tajú títí wọn lọ nítorí pé kí ni òun ló tún mú wọn rìn ó tún mú wọn lọ sínú agíjù tó tún ju agíjù lọ agíjù tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀ ó tún wá mú wọn lọ sínú ètò tó dínkù jù yẹn lọ nítorí ẹ̀ mo ṣe ní ẹ bá ń gbàdúrà pé ojú wa ló máa ṣe sẹ́ kò ní ṣe èyí kankan ní wa á ní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn ojú wa bíbà ló máa fi gbé ṣépè tó yẹ pé ó máa rin àrìnrà ojú títì ẹ̀ ṣéèmù tó máa mú ṣéèmù ẹ̀ ó ṣe press up lọ́wọ́ kò tí ì ṣetán.
ẹ jẹ́ ká gbórin.
Say you like me, right? You will let you nice for I love her, say she dirty. I never see sweet girl with no like drama. My baby fuck on back. First spaghetti, show my jet below. But like the spicy in me. Show my jet love it, I'm happy. You show me around. Damaso. And the light of the no be that from them. She the water like dispenser, no be her shaman. Straight from Ghana to center, shine my bed to me so much of the fight, 565 people come back, minus all the young people. We don't believe in love, we think it was all that. And I know it's back to but that you get for man. More than people like that, make a feel like first spaghetti, show my jet below. About like the spicy in me. Show my jet, love it, I'm happy. You show me around. Damaso. And the light of the no be that from them. She the water like dispenser, no be her shaman. Straight from Ghana to center, shine my bed to
Yomi, wọ́n ní ṣó máa jẹ spicy indomie how far how market. Yomi ò ní lè sùn lálẹ́ yìí o because gbogbo ilé tó wá ṣe ń ta yẹn agídí ni. In fact gbogbo bó ṣe ń bá Papa Shit sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn gan ohun ẹ̀ ti ń gbọ̀n bákan. Ó mọ̀ pé
Apiano mọ̀ náà ẹ̀ tó ní kó sí kámẹ́rà. Papiano ní kó ṣí kámẹ́rà ó ní rárá pé kó fò.
Yes.
Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ́sidẹ́ǹtì là ń jẹ lọ́wọ́ báyà bí?
Àtẹ̀yìn ńlá ti ń jẹ o. No, àsìkò lọ́dọ̀ pẹ́sidẹ́ǹtì bus stop là ń lọ.
Hold on.
Yeah, like it.